The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Hey team, welcome back to our 7th workout in our Fit for Life series. I'm your coach, Brendan McKenzie. Today's workout is called 30's. We're gonna do 30 reps of every exercise today, and we're not gonna move on to the next exercise until you've completed 30 reps of the one you're on. So we're gonna go for a little bit of muscular endurance, a little bit of fatigue today. All you need for equipment for today's workout is your mat and a good attitude, and let's go. Hey team, welcome to workout number 7. We're here for our warm-up and we're gonna get started. We're gonna start off, we're gonna do 6 exercises. You're gonna go 30 seconds of work. We're gonna get 15 seconds rest. During that 15 seconds, I'll tell you what we're doing in the next exercise so that way we can just flow through. We're just gonna go once through and then we're gonna go through a little bit of mobility here. So starting off, we're gonna go squats on the spot for 30 seconds. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, squats for me, you got it. Just gonna go 30 seconds here, get ourselves warmed up. Every time we're squatting, we wanna think about even weight across the feet. I can squat higher, I can sit lower, just nice and smooth, warming it up. And we got 10 more seconds here. When we're done this, we're gonna switch to front plank. And one more, good. From here, coming down to the ground. We can go either from a push-up position, so we can either go hands on the floor if we want to, or we can go elbows on the floor. We're gonna come up in 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Just nice and strong in that plank. I wanna think about squeezing my glutes, so I'm nice and strong. I wanna pull my belly button towards my spine. We're holding 30 seconds here. Wanna breathe while we're here. Want to just think about being nice and strong. We're going 10 more seconds. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Good, coming down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shift over onto our side. So either from the elbow or the hand, and then just bringing the hips up in a side plank. We're coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, side plank for me. I want this elbow, my bottom elbow stacked right underneath the shoulder. Other arm straight up towards the ceiling, and then we want our hips, instead of dropping down, we want to hold them up nice and high. We're going to shoot for 30 seconds here. If you needed to, you can bend the legs here, coming onto the ground. It's a nice modification for us. We're 10 more seconds here. And good, coming down, we're just going to switch sides. So it's the exact same thing now on the other side. We're gonna come up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Yeah, nice and strong. Always want my elbow stacked under. Wanna be breathing here. This is great because we're gonna get our core warmed up. So we'll be nice and strong in the core. It's really good for protecting our back, and we're gonna get some blood flow going as well too. Hey, you're doing good. I got 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. We're coming up. Got 15 seconds to stand up. We're gonna run on the spot for me. And we're gonna start in 5 seconds. So just nice and tall. I can start small steps or we can go up nice and big. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Just getting a little bit of heat going. Again, it can be small. I can march on the spot as well too. Whatever we want. Just want to get that heat going in the body. 10 seconds here. We want to finish higher. Can finish higher. And good, perfect. From here, coming onto our backs, we're gonna go into a back bridge. So it's here. I want us coming on the ground here. We're gonna lift those hips up and then holding. And then what I want us doing here is we're gonna alternate leg lifts. So I'm gonna lift my left heel up, down, and then right heel up, down. We're gonna go for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Extend the leg, just holding up there, thinking about squeezing your glutes here. This one gets the back of the body going, stretches out and opens up the front of the body. These are always great exercises. If we could strengthen one side of the body, it would be the back. If we could stretch one side, it would be the front. Want to keep squeezing the glutes, keep the hips nice and high. Doing really good. And good, coming down. From here, we're gonna stop the timer. We're gonna go through a little bit of mobility stuff here right now. So what I want us doing is just a little floor mobility series. Start off kind of nice and slow and gentle, and then you can increase the speed and tempo as we go through. So what I want to start off with is just laying down on the ground. I'm gonna bend one leg, and I'm gonna straighten my other, that leg nice and high. Here, just one leg up. That's it, we're gonna go 10 there like that. So I'm using my hip flexors, and we're just stretching out the hamstrings. Head can stay down. Okay, so we're gonna give me 10 of those there. And then we're just switching legs. So it's same thing, just on the other side, swinging that leg up. This is a really nice way to warm the tissues up. It's gentle, and we're moving through a full range of motion. And we're doing it with a little bit of dynamic movement. Good. From here, what I want us doing is feet are gonna stay on the floor, arms are gonna go to the side. You're gonna let the legs fall out to the left. So we open up here through the side, bring it up, and we're gonna to the right. For a nice little mobility through the side. If you're tight in the back, just be gentle on it. We're gonna go there. I wanna keep my head down, arms down as well. You do it. Got one more each side here. Good, then from here, what I want us doing is we're gonna go both legs out. So both legs are out nice and straight. I'm gonna take my left leg, it's gonna swing up to my left hand, and then cross here to my right hand. Left hand, right hand. We're gonna go 5 there like that. And then we're just switching sides. Then it's the exact same thing on the other side. My right leg's across. There. I want to keep the opposite shoulder down if I can, that opposite hand down. Good, from here, just want us just to roll. So we're gonna go ahead and make a ball, just hug those knees up into the chest. Then I want us just rocking up and back. Just nice and gentle. And then we're gonna hold here for me, and we're gonna rock side to side. I'm just there, rocking side to side. From there, we're gonna sit ourselves up. We're gonna swing our legs around. I want us coming here over onto our fronts. We're gonna come into all fours. I want you guys to take your right leg, you're gonna bring it out to the side here. We're gonna bring our hips forward, and then sink the hips back, and bring those hips forward, sink the hips back. We're gonna go 5 aside here. And then switching sides, so then just changing legs. Other leg is out, hips coming forwards and back. Excellent. From here, last one I want us to do is we're gonna go down all the way onto our hands. So chest is down on the floor. We're gonna roll our shoulders back, lift our chest up. We're gonna press up into an up dog. So we're right up here. Bring that chest forward. Just gonna hold for 5 seconds here. And then we're gonna curl our toes. So I want us to curl our toes. You're gonna lift your hips up, come into down dog, look back between the legs for me. And just hold it here. And then we're gonna walk our feet up to our hands. So just walking those feet up. Nice forward fold. Hold it here for 5 seconds. Good, we'll bring ourselves out of that. Hey, go ahead, grab yourselves a sip of water, and then we'll come right back for our main set. Hey team, welcome back to our main set. So today's workout is called 30's. So today what we're gonna do is every exercise that we're gonna do 30 reps of, but we're gonna kind of change things around a little bit. So what we're gonna do today is we're not gonna go to the next exercise until we finish all 30 reps of each exercise. Some of them are gonna be a little bit harder, some of them are gonna be a little bit easier, and I'm only gonna show you guys one exercise at a time. So our first exercise is gonna be burpees. Now, a couple different ways to do the burpee. I want us to jump back, so we're here, hands to the floor. I hop back, so I'm in that nice push-up position. We're gonna lower down, chest to the floor. You can even lift the hands off or not. Then we're gonna come back up, hop back up, feet here, and then we can come up in the hop. If we wanna modify, I hop back, here, here, so I can take that push-up right out. If we need a little bit of support as well too, we can use a bench or a box. So I can come here, I can use a box, here, push up, okay? Or I can we can use a chair at home as well too. I can also just hop back, hop here, hop up. So we're gonna go 30 of those. The way I want you guys to do it is you're gonna do as many as you can until you need a break. When you need a break, you take a break, and we're just gonna go through till we hit that 30. So I'm gonna break it up into 10s. So I'm gonna go 10 burpees, about 30 seconds rest, and then go. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Good, so that's 10 right there for me. Wherever you guys are, you can keep going, keep going. If you need a break, you take a break. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of 10 just like that. Just taking a short little rest and then going right back into it. Wanna try to keep our rest under a minute for sure. Around 30 seconds is perfect. So I'm going in 5 seconds, another round of 10, and here we go. That's another set of 10 right there. Good job, guys. Taking my 30 seconds here, then going back into it. Our next exercise is gonna be lunges. You can go forwards, you can go backwards. However you guys wanna do the lunges, it's all good. So I can step back, drop the back knee. This one is gonna be 30 aside, okay? Or we can step forwards, here, push and come back. I have 10 more burpees, so I'm gonna hit those right now. That's all 10 right there. So I'm done all 30. If you guys aren't done all 30, just finish it up at your own time. I'm gonna go into those lunges. So I'm hitting different muscles now, and I'm gonna go forwards first. So lunging forwards. Every time we hit both legs, that counts as 1. So it's gonna be 60. You can make this harder by adding weight if we want to, or just minimizing that rest. I'm gonna go 15s here on this one, because I think I can do 15s. Taking much rest. I just wanna stay nice and tall in those lunges, just like our squats, strong in the ground. Hey, we're doing good. I got one more. Yeah, taking a little break. Awesome. So one of the benefits of doing things like this, where I'm just hitting the same muscle group over and over and over again, we build up a little bit of muscular endurance. It's a little less on our strength, but we get a little bit more endurance in those tissues. It also stimulates tissue growth as well too. I'm going back for my another set of 15 here. So this little tiny rest for the tissues, it's actually gonna help stimulate them to grow a little bit. You'll be a little bit more fatigued afterwards. The muscles, might be a little bit sore as well too, because we're not getting that rest that we're used to having. is 10 for me here. We got 5 more. If you're with me, you're doing awesome. If you're not, if you're taking more rest, that's all good. We just work at our own pace. And if you're ahead of me, good job. I got 1 more here. Awesome. My next one is gonna be Superman's. So this one I'm laying down on the ground here. Arms are straight out. Then we're gonna lift our arms and legs off the ground. We're going for 30. I'm gonna shoot for 2 sets of 15 here as well. Here we go. This one's for the back of the body. I'm gonna lift those legs off, lift that chest up. And kind of hold for a second at the top here as well too. That's 15 for me. I'm just gonna take a little tiny break, then come back into it. And we're coming here, arms are straight out. Again, we wanna be 30 seconds or less on the rests here. And that's 15 for me right there. Last exercise I'm gonna do is gonna be mountain climbers. Hands on the floor, okay? We're gonna go 30 a side on this one, so I'm going for 60 total. I'm gonna try to break this into 2 30-rep chunks, okay? Or 15 a side. So it's just here, bringing one leg up. Oh, I'm gonna go for it all. Let's see if you can go for it all with me. I'm gonna go on for all 60. That's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Excellent. If you stayed with me, good job. Take a little break and come right back. Hey team, here with your 7th tip. Today's tip is to eat complete meals and snacks. What does a complete meal and snack mean? Well, it means that we want to have 1 carbohydrate source, we want to have 1 fat source, 1 protein source, and hopefully 1 source of fruits and vegetables. So if you guys were to set up your food, whatever it is for your meal or your snack, and put it on a plate, we want half of that plate to be vegetables. We then want 1/4 of that plate to be our carbohydrate source, and then we want another 1/4 of that plate to be our protein source. Usually somewhere in there we're gonna get our fats as well too, whether it's in kind of how we prepared our food or in that meat serving as well, or that protein serving as well. Why do we want to eat complete? Well, each of those macronutrients give us something different. Our fats are really good for our brain health as well as our hormone health. Our carbohydrates, that's where we get our energy from, most of our fast energy anyways. It's also what helps us recover from exercise. Our protein is what helps our tissues rebuild and regenerate, especially if we're trying to grow more muscle. We want to make sure that we're getting in enough protein. And our fruits and vegetables, those are the things that give us our vitamins and our minerals that help protect us from illness. So when you guys are thinking about your meals and your snacks, eat complete. Try to get all 4 of those things on your plate. You'll stay healthy and you'll have energy to train for days. Hey team, welcome back to our 2nd set of today's workout. We're gonna stick with that same idea, so we're gonna stick with 30 reps. We're gonna do 1 exercise at a time. Our first exercise is squat jumps, so it's just here, 2 feet, squat down, load the legs, big jump up. You can either kind of take a break in between or go continuous. If we want to modify it, I can modify it just in regular squats as well too, and kind of take that impact away, okay? So here we go, we're going for 30. I'm gonna do 2 sets of 15. Here we go. That's my 15 right there. Want to think about big push off the ground, soft landings, kind of roll to your heel when you guys are landing. I'm going to keep my rest to about 30 seconds and then go right back into it again. Again, looking for a little bit of that fatigue in those muscles. Different way to challenge those muscles. So I'm gonna go here in 5 seconds, another set of 15. 3, 2, 1, here I go. Awesome. That's my 30. We're still going, keep going, doing awesome. Next exercise is gonna be push-ups. We're gonna go 30 push-ups here, a couple different options. We can go toes on the floor, okay? Narrow push-up is a harder push-up right here. My hands go out wider. That's a little bit easier of a push-up, okay? If you have tight shoulders, stiff shoulders, you can turn your fingers out a little bit. That's sort of a nice position. We can also elevate by using a box. So I can take a box right here, go hands up on the box, just like this, lower the chest down, come back up. We can use a chair, it's a little bit higher, makes it a little bit easier for us. So a few different options right there. I'm going on the floor, I'm gonna start narrow. I'm gonna try to go 10 narrow, 10 medium, 10 wide, okay? Here we go. Always want that chest touching the ground if we can on this one. That's my 10 right there. Just gonna shake it out. So next one's gonna be a medium hand position, so I'm just gonna move a little bit wider. I'm also gonna rotate so I go in that 45-degree angle as well too. Going for another set of 10. I'm gonna do a little bit wider, okay, on the next one. One thing we wanna think about with our push-ups is we do wanna try to keep our elbows in nice and tight on those push-ups. That puts me in a strong position. So now I'm gonna go a little bit wider, but I'm gonna still think about keeping those elbows in nice and strong. 10 more here. Good, awesome. Next one we're gonna do is we're gonna go hip lifts. So we're gonna flip over onto our back. This one is gonna be 30 a side. So I'm gonna alternate between the two. If I do 10 on my left leg, I'm then gonna go 10 on my right leg. Okay, wherever I feel that fatigue on one leg, just here, lifting up. Nice thing about this one is I'm gonna do one side, then I'm gonna go to my other one, and I'm just gonna try to keep working in sets of 10 here. So I'm actually not gonna take any rest. I'm gonna go right from my left leg to my right leg, and then right back to that left leg. That's one set of 10 done. I wanna think about pushing through my whole foot, definitely my heel, and I wanna squeeze my bum, not just arch my back to get up there. And then switching sides. That's 20 there, each side. I'm going back to my first leg here, no rest. If you need your break, you just take your breaks. Modification is we go to 2 legs, and then coming up, we can also iso hold. So just lifting up and then holding as well too. I got one more side, one more set of 10. Excellent. From there, we're gonna stay down on the ground. I want us to go into crunches. So we're here, I'm gonna lift my feet up in the air, okay? I'm gonna pull my shoulder blade so I'm up off the ground, and then it's just a little crunch coming up. I'm shooting for 2 sets of 15. Wanna exhale every time we come up. I don't wanna come down and rest. I just wanna hold it here. If you need support for the head, use a little bit of support. If you need to go feet to the floor, you can do that as well too. Try to keep those shoulders up if we can. That's 15 for me right there. It's gonna take a second. Nice to always roll out of it if you guys wanna roll out of it. And I'm doing one more set of 15 here. Legs up. Want to exhale every time we come up. Good, that's my 15 right there. If you're finishing off your 15 or your 30, just keep finishing off that 30 right there. What I want us to end with is we're gonna end with just a nice pencil stretch or even a snow angel stretch. So when you guys are done, you can go ahead and just lay right down on the ground. We can go into a nice pencil position, middle finger over middle finger if you want to, or we can even then just bring our hands to the floor, just open that chest up. We can do a few snow angels. Really nice way to cool down, okay? Just wanted to say thanks again for joining me. Make sure if you guys are interested in any of our programs, you check out www.level10regina.com, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.